Here with Natalie Goodman of East Mills Girls Basketball. Natalie, a hard-fought win there over Sidney, 54-51 at home. Just give me your overall thoughts on that game.
We knew they were going to be tough coming in. We've been working on our defense for them, especially Avery. We didn't want her to get hot tonight, and I think we just played well as a team.
That first half was a little shaky for you guys, especially there in the second quarter. Sidney led by as much as 10. How were you able to kind of work back into the game there late in the second?
Our coach just told us, it was a gut check, whoever works hardest, and we really wanted this win, and I think we started being more aggressive in the second half.
You were on fire, especially coming right out of the gate in that first quarter, 11 points in the first quarter. Just were you feeling it tonight from three?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the first half.
Yeah, and then there in that second half, you were able to get some points down the stretch. You knocked down those two big free throws to put your team up three. Just tell me kind of what was going through your head as you were stepping up to the line there.
Oh, I was nervous, but I knew I had to put it in to get us up by 3 and get the win.
You guys have had three, pretty comfortable wins in a row. What's it do for this team to come out here and get a hard-fought win like that?
I think it gives us good momentum going into next week. We have FM, and we know that's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, and then, like I said, 4 wins in a row. Just talk about kind of the confidence of this team as a whole. Maybe stumbled a little bit out of the gate this season, but it feels like you guys are really catching your stride. Just talk about, how the team feels right now.
I think the team's feeling good. We definitely have needed this. We had a good run back after break. I think over Christmas break we worked hard, and it's been paying off.
What are the goals for this team as you guys continue to move on in the season?
Well, one of our goals is the conference tournament champions, and we want to win all the rest of our conference games and hopefully go far into districts.
All right, Natalie, congrats on the performance. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Here with Lexi Moreno, head coach of East Mills Girls Basketball. Coach, pretty hard-fought win there, 54-51 over Sidney here at home. Just tell me about that game.
First quarter, was probably one of the worst quarters we played all year. We were sluggish a little bit, got frustrated when our press broke down, so we kind of had to make some in-game adjustments. But the girls really stuck together and followed what we put in during those timeouts, and I'm really proud of what we did tonight.
Just talk about, falling behind early there. Sidney led by as much as 10 in that second quarter. How were you able to kind of pull the team together and fight back to make it close there at the end of the first half?
Yeah, I just told them we have to drive the ball and take care of it. A lot of times when we're down, we kind of settle for those outside shots, don't really want to get physical. But over break, we worked a lot on getting physical and really taking it to them, and that's what I told them that we had to do, just scrap.
Emily Williams picked up some fouls there early, sat out most of that second quarter and a lot of that second half too. How do you adjust to that, having your leading scorer on the bench for a lot of the game?
Well, we had a lot of girls step up. I think 4 in double digits. We had a very big night from Natalie Goodman. Both 3-point shots, free throws in the fourth quarter. We've really been working on shooting over break, and it was very nice, right? Emily's typically who we can look to because just of her athleticism, right? She's able to jump over people and get balls and then finish. But people knew that they had to step up, and we have a lot of people who can do that this year.
Avery Dowling for Sidney is just a phenomenal 3-point shooter.
Absolutely.
How do you game plan for someone like that?
Yeah, we definitely can't be in a zone, right? We typically like our zone a little bit and our half-court trap. And when you have a shooter like that, you have to know where she's at. We knew that wasn't going to work for us, so we had somebody on her, and we kind of had game plans about how we wanted to guard her. We did a very good job of it, I think, in the fourth quarter, but she definitely got some on us on the first half. Just how good shooters are, right? They find a way to score.
You guys have now won 4 in a row. The last 3 wins you had were pretty comfortable. This one was a hard-fought win. What does that do for your team coming out on top of a game that was pretty close the entire time?
Absolutely, we needed it. We absolutely needed it. Sometimes when you have games that aren't as close and that are, you don't have to put in full effort, you kind of take your foot off the gas a little bit for games like this, and I think it showed in our first quarter. I really think it showed in our first quarter. But next we have FM next week, so this will definitely give us confidence and kind of show us how we need to scrap from the beginning in order to pull that through. They beat us last time, so we're looking to get them home next week.
Lastly, Coach, I talked to you a couple of weeks ago, and you guys had really kind of stumbled out of the gate, didn't have the start to the season that you thought, but now you've won 4 in a row. really feels like you're hitting your stride. So what do you see? What has changed in this team, and why are you guys winning now?
We've been really getting after each other in practice, whether it's finishing through contact, pushing the ball up. I think more people are understanding their roles. We really talked about that before the game today. What do you bring to the table? What are you going to be consistent in? And we're just kind of figuring out what that mesh looks like and how to gel together, and it shows.
What are the goals for this team moving forward?
We would like to get far in the conference tournament, absolutely. I think we can compete with everybody in this conference, and we want to shoot well, execute our plays well, and we definitely want to get teams that have gotten us so far in the season.
All right, thanks, Coach. Congrats on the win. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.